So, hello everyone. I'm in conversation with Dr. Hemlata Bagla. She holds a PhD in inorganic chemistry with a specialization in nuclear and radiochemistry. She's been the principal of KC College for the past 4 years and vice principal for the past 11 years. And she has been associated to KC College for the past 30 years. And she's also been a research guide for the past 25 years. So welcome to Thoughts on Education, Dr. Bagla.
Thank you, Sahil. Thank you so much.
So basically, my first question to you is that, you have held key positions at education institutes throughout your professional career. So what are the key factors that keep you connected with the education sector?
At the outset, let me thank you for this opportunity, dear Sahil. And let me begin by telling you that I come from a family of educationists. My father was a professor of geography and my mother a teacher of sciences. And you may say that education is in my blood. Also, I think my connect with education has been through the field of research. When I say research, I don't just mean scientific research, but a philosophy of inquisitiveness, discovery, and always learning something new. The field of research, I believe, keeps me connected to education. And lastly, I would say, even my relationship with all the stakeholders, my constant communication with educationists, researchers, government administrators, policymakers, my colleagues, my students who are currently studying with us, and also the alumni, they all give that help and guidance all the time when you need it. So by becoming constant learner, I believe that these relationships always keep me connected with the education sector.
Okay. So being the principal of KC College, what is your philosophy of leadership? Like, how would you describe your leadership style?
I believe a leader is always who evolves out of his or her personality. And the first and the foremost which is required is about empathy. So empathetic leadership. So empathy is one of the most important quotient in a leader. Empathy for all, empathy with all the human resources. I think it brings that camaraderie and harmony with whomsoever you interact. So that's the first style. And second, I would say rather there are 4 aspects of my leadership, if you want to ask that. Second is I'm an advocate of participative leadership and an inclusive leadership, where I want everybody to participate. I always believe in giving chance to new budding talent to demonstrate their leadership quality. Leadership of faculty, leadership amongst non-teaching staff members, leadership amongst students. And also, I would say at the same time, when you're talking about participative leadership, the other part is that I always keep an eye on a larger picture, knowing well what is better for my institution. And to achieve that, I always work closely with my management, my peers, so that my vision and their vision both should be aligned. And lastly, I would say that I believe in leading from front and by example. Many new programs, new age programs, new ideas, they are seeded maybe in my office with my core team, but it has to percolate down to all the other departments, to other teachers, other colleagues to take it further and implement.
Okay. So for the next question, being the principal of KC College, how do you strategize about the key programs and plans for the marketing and administration of your institute?
As I told you that I believe in participative management. So there is a team that is working on all fronts in our college. This team comprises of the vice principals, heads of departments, registrars, student representatives. IQAC also has alumni, industry representatives. So the outline of a program or a new activity is seeded by the core team, then executed by the students. And I strongly believe in my 7,000 students course. I think these 7,000 minds are my biggest strength. The 7,000 voices are the biggest word of mouth, and we do not need the so-called high decibel marketing of the college. Today, with the social media on their fingertips, I think they reach out to lakhs of alumni who are currently part of KC College, and it gets amplified. And our students are best connected, I believe, through this social media platforms. So this is my marketing strategy for Institute. If your students are happy, they will spread good word, and they have the connectivity and they have the reach.
Really, word of mouth is quite effective. Okay, so for the next question, the education systems in India and other foreign countries are structured very differently. So in your experience, what can an inbound student gain from studying here in your institute?
Inbound students are the students who are they have chosen India as a destination to study. So they come here not for academics only, because they know that they would get rich and vivid experience beyond academics, whether you say culturally or socially as well. So they are here for getting that fulfilling experience, satisfying experience, because they know that they can contribute, they would get opportunity to contribute to society and or to the less privileged ones. And also India being the destination, why? Because for them it's celebration of life. They want to live that life with so many activities, and I think it is an endorsement to their own personality. So this is what they come here for.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So for the next question, so how does the curriculum of KC College ensure the best practice of the industry?
We have established as a constituent college of HSNC University. So our curriculum at undergraduate as well as postgraduate level has drawn the valuable input from the industry. Our curricula, it is endorsed by the industry. So even various certificate programs which we are offering to our students, offered by various departments, have been designed by collaborating with the relevant industry partners. But above all, is by simulation of industry environment while they are with us. That's more important, with the kind of assignments we give them, the live projects and the paper presentations, presenting it to the industry partners. I believe this is where they get hands-on experience, that when they are getting into industry, it should be a joyride. It's very important that we have to see to it. And we got this opportunity when we started this university. We are in the formative year, that how we are able to align education 4.0 to industry 4.0. So that has been our goal.
Absolutely. Okay. So, any insights into how your institute could be more welcoming to students of different races or economic backgrounds?
I would say that if anyone knows about KC College, they would say that KC College is a very inclusive institution. And this has always been our USP. We cater to students from all backgrounds, religions, regions, races, genders, and we believe in unity in diversity and welcome all meritorious students with open arms. And if you all know, we are a Sindhi minority institution, but we ensure that admissions to all communities to be given on the basis of merit. Our teachers, our staff, they are all, I would say, they are very sensitive to the needs of all. And I think that's what makes it more welcoming to the students.
Okay. So for the next question, what do you think your roles and responsibilities to the institute and the students are, like the college and students?
Well, it's my responsibility that the students get the holistic education, wholesome experience during their journey in the college. It should be most memorable one. Similarly, it's my responsibility that the faculty and the staff, they get best of the facilities and even conducive environment to learn, because even teachers are constant learners. So are we making that environment friendly for them? Also, I would say that if I look at my role is more of a facilitator. You need to see to it that whether students or faculty or non-teaching staff members or parents or all are aligned, and we are only thinking about students' better future. And by doing so, we see to it that our teachers are also constantly learning so that they are able to impart that quality education.
Okay. So, what do you think should be the college's top priority over the next 10 years?
Well, the next decade from 2020 to 2030 is very crucial for us, because we are a constituent college of a new cluster university, and we come under now HSNC University. As I mentioned that we are in the formative year, our first batch has joined. So the most important objective for us is to establish the university as one of the best in the country. So this is a top priority. And for this, we have to set our goals to progressively imbibe the recommendation which is given by National Higher Education Policy 2020. We have to imbibe this in letter and spirit, and to make KC College and the university, HSNC University, as one of the prominent multidisciplinary educational and research university.
Okay. So, ma'am, when you first came to KC College, okay, so what was your vision for the college? Like, has it evolved over time? And how far along in implementing that vision are you?
Very good question.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that when I joined KC College, I joined at the age of 20. As a PhD research scholar, I was pursuing PhD, and as a junior college teacher. At that time, I had only dreams and no vision. I did not know even the meaning of a vision. But somebody envisioned for me, of a founding father of the institution, he envisioned for me that I should establish research laboratory in the college. I was fortunate to get this opportunity at that time, at the age of 24, 25, to establish the first of its kind nuclear and radiochemistry laboratory in KC College, and that came under the aegis of Atomic Energy Regulatory Board. So this was my first stage and first phase in my life at KC College. Then when I became vice principal, my vision was that KC College becomes that prominent institute in organizing and participating in all the activities and events, whether when you call it as cultural or educational or sports. So with the help of dedicated team members, by dedicated colleagues and students, I'm happy to say that we brought a number of prestigious awards and trophies to the institution. And that was a journey, 11 years as vice principal, as you already mentioned. But as a principal now, my vision is to make KC College as one of the most sought after educational institution for traditional and professional, also vocational education, and playing an integral role in transforming our HSNC University into one of the most prominent MERU, as I mentioned, is Multidisciplinary Educational Research University of India. And I think we have, let me add to this, that we have started already in this direction, and by modeling our curriculum, which I already mentioned, with looking at getting endorsed by industry, and all the courses are in line with the NHEP 2020.
Okay. So, for the next question, what would you like people to know about your college they may not know?
They may not know. All right. So when you say KC College is a prominent college, so they visit university KC College website. So I assume that they know it all. But those students who do not know, prospective students who want to join KC College, let me tell you, KC is a melting pot, and where we have a confluence of students from different backgrounds, different strengths, and different abilities. And they end up not only taking from KC what they want to be, but they end up by giving back to KC College and also to the society. So this is what is the most important USP of our students.
Okay. So what do you see as your college's greatest strength?
I would say college's greatest strength is open-mindedness and inclusiveness. When you say our approachability to incorporate the best, that's what I will talk about as open-mindedness. And inclusiveness, I think the greatest strength, inclusiveness in terms of human resources with academics, extracurricular activities, co-curricular activities, we are all encompassing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is all because we have committed teachers and non-teaching staff, and they do not let any situation overwhelm them and continue working beyond the call of duty. And because their presence makes it most inclusive and even open-minded. And this pandemic, I believe, is the lockdown itself is a witness to how much work dedicated faculty has done, by the work done by the staff of the college to bolster the institution at all levels.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So another question: what are some of the biggest challenges you see, both for higher education in general and for KC College specifically?
Biggest challenge, I think one of the greatest challenges for higher education, first I will talk about that, will be implementing the new national education policy. So while there are several points about the policy that would lead to a positive restructuring of the entire higher education system in this country, but it would be disastrous if the NEP is not implemented properly in letter and in spirit. So I think that is the greatest challenge for higher education in general. And coming to KC College specifically, if you ask, KC's biggest challenge, which I foresee, is now building a formidable reputation of HSNC University on a national level. KC is a brand by itself, but it needs to develop strongly in all streams to build a university name and reputation. So we are already started the journey, the new age programs, which will develop skill sets and make our students industry ready. So journey has all begun, so that we should not call this as a challenge.
Absolutely. So, for the next question, any suggestions you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students?
Yes, I would tell my dear friends, young friends, the future is yours. Do not get discouraged at all with any setbacks which you face in coming times, because success belongs to those who persevere. So this is my message to all of you, and I would like to tell you that just hang in there to meet each challenge strongly. Ask for help, and you all will be able to overcome disheartening issues. Each one faces them, but I know that this generation is more prepared than anyone else. So youth should always be aspirational and continue your journey. Continue walking.
That's it. Okay. So what are some plans that you are currently or will be designing for the college's international affairs and or students?
International, okay. So our eventual, I would say that aim will be for students to get them dual degree. So we are, I wouldn't say in process of collaborating, but already initiated that collaboration with prestigious foreign universities and colleges to give an opening to our students, and also can we work together collaboratively to give them dual degree. So it's already been discussed in NHEP. We're waiting for that to implement in state level so that we can take it forward. As of now, we have initiated the collaborations with respect to organizing conferences, joint online certificate programs, and we have already started signing MOUs and letter of intents with a number of universities. So we would like to collaborate with renowned research institutions as well of the world and broaden the ambit of our research.
Okay. And for the last question to me, ma'am, how do you tend to establish a healthy relation and environment in your college?
Healthy relation and environment for any institution is, number one, is open communication at all levels. Minimizing red tapeism and bureaucracy is what, simplifying the procedures and having our students getting pleasant experience so that they have a strong sense of belonging. If that teachers and students have that strong sense of belonging, I believe that automatically their environment becomes wonderful and conducive. So each student should be proud to call himself or herself as a proud KCite and totally involved in the college activities. And if I add further, many of our KC's programs, if you look at website and all, they're all conceptualized by the students themselves. They are the organizers, they are the performers, they are the think tank. So it's conceptualized. It's a learning platform for them. And that's what keeps them connected. So they help themselves to create that healthy relation and environment. And when the students are happy, then everyone is happy around them. So the college administration only lends support, and all of this ensures, I believe, a healthy, tolerant, open and inclusive environment at KC College.
Absolutely, ma'am. So I would like to thank you very much for your time. And this interview, I feel, is quite informational and quite inspirational as well. And I feel to thank you so much. Any last word?
Thank you so much, Sahil, and thanks to Nikhil. And all the best to your site and Collegedunia. You're doing a fantastic work. God bless. Happy New Year to all of you. Convey my wishes to the entire team.